create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
The Bruins line up on 1st and 10 now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Booker T played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Using his legs on the scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead he gets that first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough, tough environment for visitors. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Receiver makes the catch, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 20. Past the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USC.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
A risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to pass. It's Davis. He's moving out of the pocket now. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
He'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And the Bruins will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. The Bruins will have to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And a low line drive, ugly punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bruins. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff, here comes the jet sweep. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, and the lob is intercepted near the sideline. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back, it's Davis. Defense is coming after him. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Man, he got offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
A nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Bruins. This offense really clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. And the USC offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And he'll set up to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Looking to throw yet again, and they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, SC. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. They can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not quite through. The kickoff team on the field now as he gets set to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. shotgun handoff here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of it?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam through like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Got him. He's sacked. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
That's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments on the sideline. The Bruins will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to pull it down and run. It breaks loose at the 40. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Trojans will have first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
And it's a bunch formation. QB tries it again here on second and 10. Running back has it on the screen now. The pickup is 9, so it sets up in third and 1 now. The Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Oh, what a move. He stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Now he just comes up and spikes it to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It's second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pressure is coming. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick this away to get the second half going.
Number 15, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Play action here on first down. Touchdown, Bruins. This offense is still clicking. All the energy really building now, Cricket. They're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. USC offense is back out on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And looking for a big play here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. Physical running, fights off the defender. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, UCLA. And the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
49, USC 24.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Heading left after the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Receiver in motion now. Trying to make the 3rd down yardage with the jet sweep. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
The pocket breaking down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Bruins. And the beatdown continues.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
UCLA 56, USC 24.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And here's the handoff. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They call the counter play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. On the ground, it's Peterson. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there, but, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get it behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
USC offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Touchdown, UCLA. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
UCLA 63,
he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. You saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Southern California. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short and intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Trying to extend the play. Gets rid of it on the move. The sure hands. It's Shaw. And he's brought down short on the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And that will pick up a first down. Spotted at 38.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Incompletion makes it second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
And this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Tight end goes in motion. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the UCLA offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. The back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Handoff as you try to work the clock here. Makes a nice move there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Toss it to the back, running left. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Love the call here to get the ball to the edge, give it to a talented, skilled player where he can get to the outside, find some room, and get a first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
There's the handoff. You get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the single back takes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone...